Good morning, traders. How the devil are you? I hope you are well. I hope you had a lovely weekend. I am slightly depressed this morning because England lost to France in the World Cup. And you can also hear how much I was shouting at the screen, and I've slightly lost my voice. So if I sound like Barry White today, I apologize. So yeah, a bit disappointed, guys. But anyway, it's a new week. Let's make some money trading. That will cheer me up. So today, guys, is Monday, the 12th of December. And as always, we'll look back at Friday's trades. We'll look at today's potential trades. And we'll also look at the important news for today as well. Before we get started, don't forget the Discord channel. Come join it. Loads of traders sharing knowledge and ideas. You will love it. All right, so join the Discord channel. The link is in the video description. Secondly, guys, don't forget our live stream on Wednesday. Wednesday, 6:30 a.m. London GMT. Come and ask as many questions as you like. Yeah, so see you for that on Wednesday. And thirdly, guys, if you would like to be mentored one-on-one by myself, then drop us an email. All the information for all of these things are in the video description. My editor is happy now. Right, so let's look back at Friday's trades, guys. All right, so the first one was this. It was US dollar against the Japanese yen. This is the day chart. And as you can see, it was in a downtrend. You don't have to be Warren Buffett to see this was in a downtrend. Okay, and then it hit these lows here. Okay, so then this level becomes an important level to short. Yeah, what was once support, when it comes up and becomes resistance, is a beautiful pattern that I love. Yeah, and we were just trying to take it back down to these lows. So structurally, that's what we were looking at, guys. If I zoom in a bit now so you can see the candle. So this candle here was the catalyst, guys. Yeah, this candle here that bounced off of these last lows was the catalyst to take things shorter. But as you can see, guys, we've had a bit of indecision for the last 2 days. So yeah, I still think we can take price back down to this blue line, but I need a candle, a daily candlestick to tell me that that's what price wants to do. These dojis are not filling me with confidence, but if I get a bearish candle, I think we can still come down to these lows here. All right, but yeah, we were still looking to short this pair on Friday, guys. So let's look at the H1 now to see how we traded it. And I'm going to tell you how I traded it. That's what you're here for. Okay, so we had our 2 grey zones. And then once the H1 structure had broken this grey zone, yeah, clearly broken this grey zone, I was just waiting for the next bearish candle that told me I could potentially start shorting it again. And that was this candle here. All right. But what I didn't like, and what you must do as well, guys, is look at the candles. What are the candles telling me? So look at this bullish candle before my potential entry candle. This is too bullish. All right. You know, price could quite easily come back up to here. But it was a bit bullish, this candle. So once I saw this bearish candle, I said to myself, I need another piece of confluence. And that other piece of confluence was a breakdown in M15 structure. All right. So I've seen this candle. I'm thinking about shorts, but I need an M15 structure break. All right. So if we drop down to the M15 chart now and find that hourly candle. Okay. And it was here, guys, basically. All right. It was this area here. Okay. So what I did, guys, as you can see, that bullish green hourly candle pushed price up to here. And then we had, you know, we were still in an uptrend at this point. Okay, this is the M15 chart. Yeah, we got higher lows, higher highs. Yeah, but then we started getting lower highs, and then we had a break of this low. Yeah, we had a break of this low, and then I got a slight retrace back to this low. I entered here. All right, I put my stop above here, and then I took price back down to these lows. Okay. I got a risk to reward of just under 1:1. All right. But yeah, I entered here, stop here, first target here. So remember, guys, my first target is always the last H1 lows, and here is the H1 lows. I closed 80% at this level, and then I wanted 20%. I left 20% to run. Okay, so that's how I entered it, guys. Waited for M15 structure breakdown and managed to get a few pips. If we go back to the H1 chart now, where are we? Yeah, here. So yeah, and so I roughly entered around here, guys, put my stop here, and then took price back down to here. Okay, and then like I say, this here was then my stop loss for 20% because I'd already closed 80%. And as you can see, guys, it found some real buying pressure here and then took me out. Okay, but I'd already closed 80%, guys, so I was happy, but my 20% got knocked out. Could we have re-entered this pair? Once I see a candle like this, yeah, this really whipsaw-y candle, I mean, it's almost like all bets are off. It's price action is unpredictable. Yeah, and then it had this huge wick rejection down, then shot back up. And then after that, guys, I'm not interested in this kind of price action. Yeah, not interested. Okay, but we did make some money shorting from here down to here, stop here. All right, guys, so that was US dollar, Japanese yen. The second trade idea was this. It was Swiss franc against the Japanese yen because we were seeing yen selling pressure, guys. All right, so let's start with the day chart. This was also a trade idea from Friday. So structurally, guys, price had come up here. And then, to be honest with you, it was just ranging, really, okay? All right, but we did have lower highs. And then eventually, guys, price come all the way down here. So then we had lower lows. So we got lower lows, lower highs. Structurally, we were clearly in a downtrend. Okay, and then prices come back up into this interesting zone here. Yeah, not only finding resistance here, but we've got the moving average 20. All right. And then, yeah, a couple of days before Friday, we had this very bearish candle. And then I also like the fact that this wick has closed back below this high. So this will be a trade idea for today, I think. All right, but because of this first bearish candle, yeah, I know we had a very bullish candle here. We were still looking for shorts back down to this last low here. Okay, so that was the idea, guys. Let's look on the H1 to see if we could get in on this and how we executed it. And if you remember rightly, guys, yeah, as I was, well, before I did my daily and morning analysis on Friday, I actually entered on this candle here. Okay, so I entered on this candle. Yeah, it come up and hit our grey zone, and this wick, I know it was a green candle, but this wick gave me a reason to short. It was a big enough rejection. Okay, so I entered here, and then I was going to take price back down to these lows. Okay, this is the last H1 low. All right, so price was coming down nicely, but then it shot back up. Okay, but then we got this bearish rejection candle as well. Okay, so this gave me the confidence to still, you know, think that price was coming down. But instead of aiming for this low, guys, I was then aiming for this low, because this low here, this becomes the last H1 low. Yeah, so price came back down. I closed 80% of my trade here. Okay, my stop was up here. Okay, and then again, happy trader, guys. I had 20% remaining with a stop loss up here. Okay, and then as you can see, guys, like with a lot of the yen pairs, it comes shooting back up and took out my 20%. But I'd already closed 80%, guys, so I was in profit. All right, so that's how I traded it, off of this candle here. You could have traded it off this candle here as well, guys, this very bearish red candle here. But this has to be your target. Yeah, remember, well, if you trade my strategy, the first target is this last H1 low. So you would have to have waited for a bit of a retrace, but you could have entered here, put your stop above here, and then take price back down to these lows. All right, guys. So yeah, a couple of ways we could have traded this pair. And I would love to know how you traded it, guys. So maybe leave a comment in the Discord channel or on the video below the video, guys. All right, would love to hear how you traded these pairs. But 2 profitable trades yesterday, not yesterday, on Friday, guys. Okay, let's take a look at today's trades now. Guys, if you enjoyed Friday's analysis, maybe you made some money from one of the trade ideas, then come join us. Subscribe to the channel, smash that notification button, guys, and also smash the like button. Really helps support the channel. Merci beaucoup. Right, so before I do the trade ideas for today, 3 things. Discord channel, guys. The link is in the video description. Click on that. Come join us. Loads of trade ideas, loads of knowledge. Why not join it? Secondly, guys, this Wednesday, 6:30 a.m. London GMT, we've got the live stream, guys. So get all of your questions ready that you would like to ask me. Could be about anything. Could be about psychology, money management, trading techniques, my experiences, whatever you like. And thirdly, guys, if you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, then drop us an email. All the information for all of these things are in the video description. Right, trade ideas for Monday, the 12th of December. So the first one is this, guys. It's the euro against the New Zealand dollar, and we're looking to short this pair. Okay, so as we can see, I always look at structure. So this is the day chart, guys, and we are clearly in a downtrend. Yeah, you don't have to be Warren Buffett to see that. Okay. Okay, so clearly in a downtrend. Yeah, structurally we're in a downtrend. If I zoom in now, you can also see that this candle here, Friday's candle broke these lows, guys. Okay, so it's made a lower low on the day chart, and it's a very bearish candle. So this tells me we have momentum to the downside, guys. And all I want to do is take it back down to this blue line here, this psychological level of 6,350. All right, so it's quite a close target, guys. All right, but I'm going to show you why. So let me just get rid of that, because on the weekly chart we are in an uptrend. Yeah, clearly in an uptrend. This is why I haven't been trading euro New Zealand dollar. Yeah, we are clearly in an uptrend. We've got higher highs, higher lows. So at some point it's going to find a bit of, support here, and then it's going to push back up. All right, so that's why I've got quite a conservative target just here. It could perhaps come down to this level, all right, or even something like this level here. Yeah, but because of the weekly chart is in an uptrend, my day target is conservative. All right, so I just wanted to show you that, guys. But yeah, back to the day chart, downtrend, bearish candle. Let's keep selling. Follow the wind, as they say. If we go to the H1 chart now, guys, I've got a couple of gray zones mapped out. All right, so price could retrace, back into this gray zone. All right, if it does, great. We then want to see a bearish reaction, guys. We get a bearish reaction. It could be a candlestick pattern, or it could just be a candle that tells us sellers are in control. Once we get that, I'll take price back down to these last H1 lows. This is where I'll close 80%, and then I'll leave 20% to run, guys. Okay, if that doesn't happen, then price could retrace up to this area here, which corresponds with all of these last highs. And again, we want to see a bearish reaction. I would take my take profit one here, where I would close 80%, and then I'll leave 20% to run. Okay, if price starts breaking above this gray zone, not really interested, guys. All right, but euro New Zealand short, that is the first trade idea for today. Second trade idea is this. It is the Swiss franc against the Japanese yen. So let's go back to the day chart. We've been looking at this since the end of last week, guys, and yeah, we're still looking at this because it's clearly in a downtrend. Okay, once we got away from all this chop, price started breaking down. We had lower lows, and potentially lower highs here, but we've still got lower highs. Okay, but this area here is a really interesting level to take price lower. Okay, so structurally, that's what we're looking at. If I now zoom into the candles, guys, yeah, you can see, let's make it a bit bigger. You can see that this candle here was the catalyst to start shorting. We then had a very bullish candle, but this wick here has closed back below this low. Okay, this last high on this bearish candle. So I still think, eventually we could take price back down to these last lows. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at on the day chart. This is why I am shorting this pair. But let's look on the H1 now, guys, to see how I can trade it. And guys, if you're enjoying this analysis, then come join us, subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash that like button, guys. You'll have this analysis every single morning, Monday to Friday. So, all right, this is the H1 chart, but let me show you the H4 chart first, because the H4 is interesting because this candle, yeah, although very bullish, closed back into our grey zone. This is very important because this last high here wasn't broken. Yeah, this held. Okay, so this grey zone hasn't been broken. Okay, so I wanted to show you the H4. If we go to the H1, guys, obviously, it looks broken. Yeah, it was. But then price closed back into our grey zone. Okay, so I just need to show you that first of all. And then we've got a couple of ways we can trade this. If you want to be particularly aggressive, yeah, we could start trading the first bearish candle that comes back into this grey zone. Okay, we could. Yeah, you might have to put your stop above here. Yeah, but we could start trading that. Or if you wanted to be particularly aggressive, price might come back up to this last high, and then we get a bearish reaction, and then we could start shorting this pair. Okay, and put your stop above here. Okay, so that's quite an aggressive way to trade it. But both are feasible, yeah, because price is coming back into this grey zone. The H4 structure didn't break, and it will want to come lower. But this grey zone here will be my first target. All right. The less riskier way of trading this would be this, guys, yeah, a breakdown in H1 structure. So something like this could happen. Yeah. Yeah, so H1 structure breaks down, we get a retest, then we could come lower. This just gives us another piece of confluence. Yeah, we're with H1 structure, it's broken down. Yeah, this is less risky. Okay, so this is the third option of trading this. Or we could wait for price to come back down, test this grey zone, and then eventually break this, guys. Yeah, once this grey zone here, these lows are broken, we can start shorting from here. Okay, so yeah, a few ways of how we can trade Swiss franc against Japanese yen, but we are looking for shorts. The third and final trade idea for today is the Canadian dollar against the Swiss franc, guys. All right, so let's start with the day chart. So yeah, it's a trade idea, guys, but we have to be a little bit careful because it is very oversold. Yeah, look how oversold. Look how far away from the moving average 20 price is. And any oscillator will tell you that price is massively oversold. Okay, so we have to be careful with that. But why I'm willing to take this trade is because of this. Excuse me. If we go to the weekly chart, guys, I still think we have a bit of room down to this support here. Yeah, I think we've still got a bit of room and back down to this psychological level of 6,800. Okay, and then also look at this weekly candle. Yeah, super bearish. So the momentum is telling us we can still get down to at least this level. Maybe we could get back down to these lows. Okay, but yeah, I'm just happy to take profit down to 6,800. Okay, so that's what it's looking like on the weekly chart. If we go back to the day chart, clearly in a downtrend. If we zoom in a little bit, yeah, we've got clearly in a downtrend. Yeah, and then we've got a bearish candle. Okay, and I think we've got a little bit more room to move into. Okay, so still looking for short on Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Let's drop down to the H1 chart now to see where we can enter. And yeah, you can see my grey zone, guys. I plotted this grey zone because it's this last H1 high here, and then all of this price action here has reacted in this grey zone. And that's how I plot my grey zones, guys. I'm just looking to see where price has reacted historically. All right, so what we want to see is price come back into this grey zone somewhere. We get a bearish reaction. We can then enter the trade. I would close 80% at the last H1 lows if I get a risk to reward of 1:1, and then I'll leave 20% to run. Okay, guys, so we can trade it like that. Or if price doesn't retrace up into here, we could just get a breakdown of the H1, retest and come lower. Yeah, once price breaks these H1 lows, price could come down, retest, and then we could take it lower as well. All right, guys, so again, a couple of ways we can trade the CAD Swiss franc. All right, guys, so they're the free trade ideas for today. I hope you've enjoyed them. Let's take a look at the news now. Guys, if you're enjoying this daily morning analysis and would like to receive it every single morning, Monday to Friday, then come join us. Subscribe to the channel, smash that notification button, guys, and also smash the like button. Thank you. So news for Monday, the 12th of December, guys. So as you can see, the first piece of news coming out at 7 o'clock, London GMT, we got three-star ratings. Okay, so we've got the GDP figures coming out. So these are massively important at the moment because all eyes are on, are we entering a recession? So GDP figures are a big deal at the moment. They always are. All right, but at the same time, we've also got manufacturing production, guys. All right, another three-star rating. So this could really move the pound, guys. If we carry on down, as you can see, there is no other news of interest. All right, so it's just all about the pound today. Guys, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed the vid. If you have, please subscribe, like, and share. I hope you have a beautiful trading day, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys.